I don't have anything else to ask her. I think we're done here for now. Lieutenant glances at us, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
All right, Drama, I don't trust you.
This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Let's do it. We have a 97% chance, +3 manipulating our skill set, +1 the love did him in and lied about making the call. In God's name, wake up.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
I feel like we just figuratively slapped Drama in the face.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush.
Did we just fix rhetoric as well?
See?
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
I think Drama might be overcompensating.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Say nothing.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Your real name isn't Klaasje Amadou.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly like there's a garret around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
You're probably not even Miss Orny 37, are you? Because you would have been 14.
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
All right, tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Alazie.
The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugograd in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism. It also makes Klaasje almost an acronym for Katarzyna Alazie.
Wait, is Klaasje an abbreviation of Katarzyna Alazie?
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Klaasje?
Who gave it to you?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago.
Hold on, Katarzyna Alazie is not an Oranese name, is it? It's not even Mundi, it's Grad.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alazie is my father's name.
Okay, well finally we meet Katarzyna Alazie.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Or from, actually being able to come clean. Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. Ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
What if I told you were under arrest?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
We're not going to say we uphold international law here. You're a suspect in a murder investigation. You're a flight risk. That's all the reason I need.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Oh my gosh. I hope we don't get her killed.
Please no.
Her eyes become round with fear. She tries to back further off.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot Leslie. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What she's saying is sex.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
Bet it did. I mean, we know that Ruby is not a good person.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
I don't know what to make of this.
I know what this sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
Yeah, she did.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
She looks through the window of her room.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
You've been trying to kick that door down, right? Maybe it leads downstairs.
Maybe it leads behind the blue door in the kitchen.
She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Oh, we haven't heard from Savoir-Faire in a long time because it's so low.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what?
Volition.
Arrest the liar now.
Drama, you're just embarrassed.
Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
This step a little bit closer doesn't sound like we're actually going to take her in. That's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case. I don't want to get her killed. That's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case. Step a little bit closer.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
Her hand turns into a fist, slowly crushing the cigarette she's still holding.
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What other option do I have?
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
It's all you need to disappear.
You do have the form.
He looks at our ledger.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised.
Oh, volition.
Definitely, sire.
What will have changed in 2 months or 1 month?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol.
You know, I wonder what happens if we believe her and she actually did murder him. Do we lose the game? That would be so interesting.
There is desperation there, in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
A free Revachol. There is a low, distant rumble on the motor tracks. A great machine shaking the pillars down south. Electricity runs up your spine.
So what's interesting here is that she clearly told Titus what was happening with her, and he really doesn't want us to take her in. He actually, again, as I said when we were down there, he looks out for people in Revachol. It's wild.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
The handcuffs jingle in his hands. What was that feeling?
It's coming.
I do like the sound of that. Another Revachol, free,
The
independent.
world can change. It's changed before.
Her round, light brown eyes shining with
Her
tears.
political overture has succeeded, we see. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
All right, let's see what happens when we say, what do you deserve then, even though I think it's too late.
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, and drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
All right, I've made my choice. We're going to decide what to do with her.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
I think if we arrest her, she's dead. I think if we write her a station call, she's dead. But I also think Superstar believes this case is the secret to him regaining his former life. So he's going to be super conflicted. But I don't think he's just going to let her die. So hopefully we're not wrong to let her off the hook for now. I'll let you off the hook for now. Don't make me regret it.
I won't, sir.
She exhales, shaking visibly, and collects herself. Let's talk about you and Ruby again.
She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
That's all about Ruby for now.
Okay.
Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
This is a godly shivers check. Look up to the gray sky. It's 17%. We have a shivers of 5. We can up our shivers a little bit, but I don't think we're ever going to be able to make this one. But I'm going to wait. Let's return to this later. Oh, we have a thought.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical.
Of course, a radical centrist. In these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act.
I mean, it certainly is for Superstar.
It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
First, where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
And how do you bring about these circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed.
That's probably true electrochemistry.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
Probably can't hear it with the YouTube compression and the way I have the sound configured, but I can hear in my ears that it's now raining instead of snowing. I can hear it hitting the rooftop. It's really cool. That's a nice little detail. But what about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What sang-froid? What benevolence? What a fucking joke.
Wait, is the kingdom of conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Does he believe that? I think he does. I don't think he did a week ago. I think he was into chaos, maybe not bloodshed. Yes, I guess he does.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, but what's the kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Oh boy. I think we're too invested in... Wait, we can't... Can we look at our profile? Yes, here's our profile. Superstar Cop, 19. We have a 4 of moralist and a 27 communist. I don't think this is who we are. I don't think this is who we are. Man, that sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. I honestly really want to do number 1, but Superstar would never do it.
What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly.
Empathy, what a waste. Now that we're done talking to Klaasje, we're going to go back inside here and check the inside of her window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Aha, we have an 83% chance with our 5 visual calculus and plus 1, we heard what happened. It's a white check, so we can always retry it if we need to. I know we could get higher, but I feel pretty good about 83%.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Wow, look at this. This is so cool. You've got A prime and B prime and B prime 2 and 3. And glass shattering, and see, let's see. So this looks like the bullet is coming in. I don't know. Let's see what we've got. Let's continue.
A 2-hearted spider.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Okay, so this is confirmation, if we can trust visual calculus, which I suppose we can. This is confirmation that he was shot from outside and not that Klaasje was lying about shooting him.
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Oh, I didn't realize up here on this part, this is actually a little map of Martinez. So this is the whirling. The inward-facing shards confirm that he was shot from the outside. Let's inspect the ghostly figures first.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
I guess it's great that it was painless. I don't know. Have a look at point A prime, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions. All on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Didn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
Yeah, I figured that, but I had to ask. So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them 1 shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Ah, except that visual calculus might have been swayed by Klaasje. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Sure, why not? Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Let's have a look at point B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
I'm not sure I believe that shot was made. That would have to be one of Lele's compatriots. And I don't think it was the scab. I don't know why. And so it could have been the radio operator. I don't know. Have a look at point B prime, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Okay, have a look at point B3 prime, the islet.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
I don't know, a kilometer away, that's a long shot. I mean, I know that's possible with top sniper weapons, but come on.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
So maybe Joyce was the shooter. She could have gotten there. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, or B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Yes, I like that idea.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Agreed. Let's blink. Okay, that was super cool. Let's go see about getting... There's nothing new in here. Yeah, okay. Let's go see... Whoops, I don't want to hit the window. I don't want to hit the window. Okay, let's go see if we can make Titus cough up the location of Ruby.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Klaasje. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Do we want to get in his face and say because she's your real leader? You know what? He helped us last time. We're going to return the favor. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lele's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think you do want to be rude, even if you were helpful before.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
I love that Kim is standing up to him.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
We've got an impossible white logic check with 6 pluses on it, and our logic is 5. For this one, I am going to see if we can dress up a little bit. I'm going to take off for now, Titus, but I'm sure we'll be back in about 10 seconds. Let's see if we've got stuff we can put on that will give us logic. First, we have a +1 from our Pippo, but our sunglasses are giving us a -1. So let's head to glasses and see if we can get a +1 in logic at all. Oh, here we go. The auditor gives us another +1. Korev jacket gave us +1 logic. So our logic currently is 8. So that's 3 more because we removed a -1 and added 2 +1s. Here we go. And now we look goofy
It's you
per
again.
usual.
What is it?
It's about logic. Here we go. Now we have a 92% chance. Much, much better. Here we go. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
Jeff, shut up, Elaine.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet.
No.
That's a lie.
You know that's not the case.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
We already know anyway.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Ah, so he has at least considered the possibility.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Klaasje's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
Well, there's a 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Yes, we have a ballistics lab in Quran we consult in cases like these.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that roof. How'd she get there? Climb?
Ruby could have gotten to the roof from somewhere inside the whirling.
Nah. The only way up there is through Klaasje's room.
Maybe there's more.
What do you mean?
Well, how much do you guys know about this place?
We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Been thinking of getting wilding in racks. That is on my ass, boss.
You're not funny.
There you go. Tatted on his ass. We know the place.
There's a locked door in the kitchen and another on the roof. Ever been through those?
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if those 2 doors are connected, Eugene? Is that your name, Eugene?
The lieutenant leans in closer.
If they are connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot.
He shakes his head, but the look in his eyes shows interest. Have you noticed the winch back on the outer wall of the whirling?
All right, I'll play along. Those 2 doors of yours, the winch connects them with some kind of dumb waiter.
What wench? Where's the wench?
On the side of the building. You can see it from the harbor. You want to be a lieutenant, you gotta keep your eyes peeled.
So he is somewhat qualified at his job here.
I've seen the winch.
Fuck off, man.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly? Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Let's show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there, with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Fine, Titus. I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
All right, cop. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
This is a lot of fun. I'm really having a good time here.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
When Klaasje came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Eugene wants a woman on the team so they can do their job. That must be hard. Half of Martinez is female.
We roll our eyes. Yeah, female intuition. That's what it was. You're right, Eugene.
Yeah, exactly. Why not, man?
You're a putz.
Wishful thinking has no place in a police investigation. A more serious consideration that you wish to avoid is that she knew what happened because she did it.
Klaasje told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently, she had a thing for Klaasje.
A thing? You mean?
He tilts his head to the side and falls silent.
Behind his squinting eyes, dominoes are falling. Fast. It's all beginning to make sense to him now.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Angus is oblivious.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Klaasje.
What Kim said.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
Yeah, I'm sure, Shanky. It couldn't have anything to do with the fact that you're a slime bag.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Laughter sounds out off in the room. It feels nervous. Klaasje said she made advances on her, and she thwarted them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
That is kind of true.
Sort of, but he doesn't have to know that.
She just told us. Ruby made her scared, and she spilled the beans.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier.
He looks out the window pensively.
And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too, cop.
She could have just been covering for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Oh, we're convincing Shanky, it sounds like.
Really, Shanks? Klaasje wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Sure you could, Eugene. Sure you could.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
You see, Titus has come around.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she's skipped town. This is good.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
I definitely do. Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
Yeah, it seems like you will cooperate if you think somebody is undermining everything in Martinez.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
He looks out the window again. So we just got 70 experience for making Titus give up Ruby's location, and we leveled up again. All right, let's follow up on these questions here. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Oh, and I guess she couldn't take her lorry with her because everything was blocked. What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in the RCM, or me personally? Me as in the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
I'm sorry, God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow?
It seems you have that effect. Especially on women.
Right. That's the second one now who's trying to flee you.
You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was a very successful detective. We know that now. What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Superstar is going to love this. It's really corroborating his belief that he was once great, as Kim had said, and he can be great again.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
You know what? I think he'll be in a little bit of disbelief. So we're going to say, is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Nice. Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called Pete. But she was too scared.
Oh, I wonder if she knew us personally, not just by reputation.
Scared. You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
I don't know what Half-Light is talking about here, but that's pretty neat. Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Right. That makes sense.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her? I feel like you must have.
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
Oh, I wonder if she's in the building that Trant was showing his son, Mikhail.
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there, a cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked.
Okay, we can look there. That's not a problem.
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
I think we know that shack.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
You know what she's doing with Yulon frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a Pale Emitter.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Yulon frequencies and a Pale something. I don't know more.
Oh, I think I actually, when we checked her lorry, I think I actually said, I wonder if she's building some kind of Pale receiver or transmitter.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
Well, that's obvious.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it'll do. Let's go.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out. I think we'll shake it. We appreciate his help, and there's no reason to disrespect him.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, well, we're going to leave it there for today. That was a whole lot of information all in one episode. The last few episodes have just been, even though it's been some kind of weird glorified fetch quest, it's been pretty neat. We've learned a whole lot, and we've got a lot of different leads to pursue. So we will pursue them next time. Thank you so much for your viewership and support. I love you very much, and please, as always, remember to have your pets spayed or neutered.